Hey there, everybody. Welcome to the first Manifest Monday video. Now, for some of you, you already know what this Manifest Monday thing is. What Manifest Monday is going to consist of, it's going to be consisting of a reading while going over the astrology for the week. So, I have my notes and for the week, and we're going to go ahead and go over those. This is going to cover 8/15 to 8/22. August 15th to August 22nd. August 22nd. And we're going to do the reading as I go over the astrology. So right away, well, a couple days after, we have on the 18th, we have Venus and Leo forming a trine with Jupiter in Aries. So this whole love at first sight, kind of thing is kind of going on. And this is good for relationships. If you're single, it's really great. If you're not single, then, it's great for you too, because you end up getting this, this like renewed sense of romanticism, and it's kind of good. And what ends up happening with this too is, so move this up here, so we have a little more room for the cards. Here's what popped out. A lot of stuff popped out. Is we have some interesting things coming out as well with the rest of the week. There's really not a lot happening. It's actually kind of a quiet week, but nevertheless, there is one big key, like a couple key ones. So what we have here is the King of Swords. I'm going to put the cards down and we'll get talking about them. So the King of Swords, the Eight of Cups, the Two of Wands, the Chariot, Judgment, the Hierophant, and the Knight of Wands. There's a lot that if you've been, I've been doing a lot of readings, guys, and the Chariot, Judgment, the Hierophant, that a lot has been popping up lately. There, that's a little better, so you can kind of see the cards a little bit more. And yeah, there's a lot happening. So let's talk about what we have going on. Mars moves into Gemini on the 20th and it's going to stay there for the rest of the year. So during this time, there's going to be a little more chaos than usual kind of going on. And this doesn't mean it's all bad, but there is a little bit of chaos. This is not really a good time to be making like any real major decisions or major plans. If you have plans, you should be setting them in motion before the 20th. Like I said in the main Leo video. This is kind of coming up here too. Also, with Mercury being in Virgo now, we are thinking a little more logically. Some of us might be being a little sharp, though, with our communication, especially when it comes to past situations. And we're finally starting to leave those behind. So this is really good, too. Now, that being said, on the 21st, Mercury will be opposing Neptune. During this day, just rest. Like, you're literally going to feel like your cups have been drained. You're just like walking away. Rest. Don't do anything, because just no important decision should be made on this day. Just really rest, because you're just going to feel drained the whole day. It's just one of those days where you're just going to feel like exhausted. So if you can take the time to rest, and because the reason why is you're putting in this work to clear this out. And for some of us, it's a lot to be leaving the past behind here and to looking ahead. So you really have to kind of think like, okay, well, where am I here? Let me take a break. Now, Vesta goes retrograde in Aquarius on the 21st as well. And this is where Judgment kind of comes in. So now the Chariot, we were probably asking where that plays into things. This is kind of playing in terms of our life path. So this whole thing here really also plays up to the 21st, and that's why we're feeling drained as well, because with Mercury and Virgo, we're thinking more practically. Mars moving into Gemini, it's a lot going on. So you really, we're trying to get our life path back on track, and then boom, this, Judgment pops up. This is going to be talking about inequality really being brought to the forefront now, and also our personal freedoms. This is really best for balance, and highly recommend. This is it's not all bad but you really want to kind of figure out where that balance needs to be had. And there will be some things that are being talked about. And again, these traditions that are kind of holding steadfast, that we're like, we're not doing this anymore. You know, if you're going to draw back to the main Leo reading, if you haven't seen that, I definitely recommend you take a look at it. But as Leo season comes to a close, this really kind of plays out. It's like, okay, where is there also inequality in my life? What's not holding still to me? What's holding me back? Traditions gotta go. On the 22nd, we move into Virgo season. We have more organization. Things are more sensible. They might be a little more cynical, just ever so slightly, but more detail oriented as well. And also Mercury trines Pluto on this day as well. And that's going to give us some brainstorming, good brainstorming for ideas and solutions as well. And that's all the astrology. There's not really too much else going on. Now, in the midst of all of this, chaos, especially during these draining days, as we move into Virgo season, kind of pull back, especially if you are in a situation where there is some potential distrust, and you are feeling maybe a little stuck. The Eight of Swords at the bottom of the deck. You just want to kind of hold that back. I'll move this over just ever so slightly. Yeah, we can. Okay. Just move them over a little bit so we can make some room. So, if you're able to pull back, then things are going to get shown to you. You need to trust your intuition, and that's been coming up a lot with people too, is trusting their intuition. And we've been having important conversations. So let's talk about intuition a little bit and what exactly it is, because a lot of people, I feel like, get it confused. And they're like, oh, I have this gut feeling. And I'm like, oh, that's great. Is there any emotion to this gut feeling? And some people are like, well, yeah. And I'm like, nah, it's probably not truly your intuition. And the thing is, your intuition's going to tell you something. Like, if you're walking past, like the other day I was walking, to go outside, to go run errands, and something told me to grab my umbrella. And sure enough, it started raining. And I was like, oh, well, there we go. Just things like that, and it's like this quick passing thought. And it's like, you think about it, like, okay, wait, no, I should really do that. Or, I've had things where people have gotten hurt, and I'm like, oh, I should have really moved that. There was one time where I was helping my mom garden outside. I'll never forget this day. And there was a garden rake, one of those metal ones with the long sticks, and it was face up, and I tripped over it, and I was like, I should really move this so no one gets hurt. What ended up happening? Yep, guess who didn't move it? Guess who didn't turn it upside down the other way? So it wasn't rake side up. I ended up stepping on it, and it was stuck in my foot. And that's all I'm going to say there for those who are squeamish. But that's your intuition saying, hey, you should do this. It's just that quick passing thought where you're not really thinking about it. There's no emotion behind it. If there's emotion built into this thought, yes, your intuition might be playing a little part, but it's more so your emotional brain that's probably taking over. So just be aware of that, because you don't want your emotional brain, that's where this is coming in, this Eight of Cups as well, you don't want that taking over, and then also you're over here telling people about themselves and be like, hey, what are you doing? You don't need that. Okay. So really, really pretty, straightforward kind of week this week coming up. Nothing super crazy. But I would just be weary. Just be careful as we shift seasons. Whenever there's a shifting of seasons, that's kind of where this is here, right? Toward the end when Virgo season happened on the 22nd. Because then that's when things start to kind of get exposed. You start to see what this situation is here. And you're like, huh, who's been playing me? Oh yeah, we're all on your side, celebrate, then boom. So who's really trying to who's trying to play you? And who's out here on your side? That will get revealed in Virgo season, but it's going to get revealed the more you pull back. Because you if you start playing, you're going to feel kind of stuck, and you don't want to start playing. Because there's money and so many greater opportunities to take risks while Mars is in Gemini. And there's also some risks that you need to take in your own relationships. And if you're not single, or if you are single rather, this is a good chance for you to take a risk in a relationship as well. But if you're feeling stuck though, I would highly recommend not doing anything, because you're going to perpetuate the cycle of being stuck and then causing conflict. So High Priest is really being key here as well. Pull back. This reading is almost half major arcana. That's all, a pretty big amount. So that means the messages here that are being brought in as Leo season comes to a close is pretty intense. So that being said, let's do the extended now. And let's just go in and see what we got. All right, let's see what else we need to dig out. So this King of Swords. Look at that. Get it done early, guys. If you're feeling stuck, get out of the situation early. Don't wait until here. Don't wait until Virgo season. Get out while it's early. Okay. 8 of Cups. That makes a lot of sense, because now we're turning those swords into the cups, leaving them behind. And then the 2 of Wands being like, yes, we're going to look forward. A card did flip over. Where is it? Ace of Wands. Yeah. Don't take the don't miss the opportunity. There we go. That's what I was looking for. To leave the past behind, or at least start to look forward to new horizons that are going to push you onto your life path, that are going to push you to things that you wished for. Especially if, you took advantage of the Lionsgate portal on 8/8. This is really big. And also, hello, 8/8. It's really, this is a really good time to do that, and to remember what you manifested and keep that on the back of your mind. So you're really pushing forward, and you're not letting this situation hold you back. Because if you let this situation hold you back, it's going to come back to bite you in the ass when Virgo season hits, and you're like, oh wait, I don't know how to handle this, because you've been stuck this entire time, and now everything you wanted to manifest is all of a sudden going boom, 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 bye, 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 out the window. Don't get stuck here. Don't get stuck down here. If you're feeling stuck now, get out of the situation quick. You have 7 days. Hopefully by this point you've been working on it already, so it's just gonna come naturally. Be boom, 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 done, 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 done. Off we go. Okay. Now, for some of you, that means being Page of Swords, being petty, being immature. Don't do that. Instead, use that Mercury in Virgo to approach things practically. Approach things to what you want your future to look like. The Chariot. Okay? And especially until, like this situation, going back to this really quick, on the 21st is when you're really going to feel this. You're going to feel drained. You're going to feel like you can't do anything, you can't move. And all of a sudden this opportunity comes in and says, boom, no, we're fixing that. If you've been moving this whole time and you really think you're not going to get out of here, or sorry, not the 20th, was it? Yeah, the 21st, yeah. One day before Virgo season happens. Trust me, the blessing will come. All right, so let's look at apparently all of this. Okay, the cards got stuff to say. 5 of Pentacles, bottom of the deck. Let's take a peek. Okay, so the Wheel of Fortune is the first card that popped out. Jupiter is in Aries. It's bringing this like fire energy. Jupiter is a fire planet. It's, it's here, it's there, it's fire. Boom, boom, boom. Take the risk. If you need to say something, you need to expose somebody, take the risk. Take it on while you can, especially if it's with a Gemini. Like I'm telling you, Mars and Gemini, Snap, snap, snap. It's chaos. It's pure chaos. If you're being called out, don't worry about it. If someone's trying to expose you and you know that you're good and they're just trying to stir up lies, don't even entertain it. Don't entertain it. Instead, what you need to be entertaining is over here, down at the Hierophant, the Seven of Pentacles. You need to start thinking about where these new traditions are forming. What new things do you want to do? What new things do you want to set in motion? That's that. Then we have Temperance, Sagittarius. If you're dealing with a Sagittarius, they might be coming into your life now, and or this Taurus, and they are trying to bring you some balance. That Vesta going retrograde is gonna, question you. Where are you not just unequal in the world, but where are you unequal in your own life, in your family, in your values, and and all that, and where are you not giving yourself balance in a sense of like you're giving out too much energy to yourself, and that's where the High Priestess wants you to pull back. Saturn is still retrograde for another 2 months. The lessons are still being bombarded. Let me tell you, they are definitely coming in like swift. If you're not learning the lesson and your money is being drained, your energy is being drained, you need to take a peek at where you're giving that energy to and why haven't you learned the lesson yet. Now, once this situation comes in, some of you are going to try to be aggressive, especially if you're dealing with a Scorpio. Let me tell you, don't cross the Scorpio. Now is not the time. If it's a Capricorn, now is not the time. Don't do it. Don't do it. For others of you, you're going through a very rapid rebirth. Really, really rapid. Like, whoa. And it's in this rebirth is just clearing out all the bullshit, all the gunk, all the nonsense. So that way you can be ready to go. And let me tell you, here it is. Right? Queen of Wands. So you can get that creativity. You can get those juices flowing again, because that is coming in Virgo season, and it's going to be coming very quickly. Very quickly. And the more crap that you can ignore and just banish out of your life, very quickly you're going to get everything that you wanted and everything that you wish for, and the world will literally be yours. And that's it. Don't mess this up for yourself. This is heading into a very strong time. A really good time of getting things back on track, getting things where you want them to be. We're going into the last third of the year. Don't mess this up. Okay. And there you have it. There is the Manifest Monday video. There is the reading to go with it. You already have the astrology. The dates will be posted on the website along with the link to the YouTube video. So in case you wanted to rewatch it and you don't have it saved on YouTube, or you're not subscribed, subscribe please. Also like the video. The last video you guys watched, which was the Leo video. Granted, not a lot of views for some people, but that was the most viewed video I've done yet. So thank you so much for that. Share, please, any way that we can get this out, like by all means, let's do it. If you would like a reading, there will be a sale coming up for Labor Day. I don't know exactly what the sale is going to be yet, but there will be one coming, so stay on the lookout for that. Readings have been coming in, and I have been a little bit booked up. As of right now, I'm almost caught up. So we'll say I'm about 1 week out, give or take. Maybe like 4 to 5 days before I get them completed. So just be mindful of that. If it's an urgent reading, I always say when I do the readings, they're always at the right time. Just, don't freak out. Okay. And, for those of you that haven't seen this, let me show you this. So, pyrite is a great crystal. Oh my god. For manifestation. I picked this up at the crystal shop. Some of you have seen this, but you haven't seen like in the light with everything, and it's gorgeous. Look at this beauty. This was my manifestation tool last night. This baby weighs 5 pounds. She's absolutely gorgeous. So if you want to pause on the video and use this for your own manifestation, feel free. I just had to share because it's gorgeous. Okay. And that's it. That is everything. So the usual information will be down below. If you want a personal reading, that'll be down in the comments or the description box. Like I said, about 4 to 5 days out as of right now, as of this recording. Labor Day sale, keep a lookout for that. There will also be discounts, additional discounts on the subscriptions. So if you want monthly readings and you subscribe for a longer period of time, there will be discounts for that. So stay tuned on the email for that, or on the website as well. If you want to subscribe to the email, that may actually go out. So stay tuned for that. And then I'm trying to think what else there is. I think that was everything, guys. The Virgo video will be out probably early. I'm actually on vacation starting Friday. So there might be, I'm trying to think, I'm probably going to record it honestly later this week. So it'll probably go out as early as possibly next week. So stay tuned for that. And yeah, I think that's everything. The website will be updated some more too with the tarot of the day. We're going to get back to that. Just got a little busy with some life stuff, but we'll be back on that shortly. So stay tuned for that as well. And oh yes, there's a full moon in Aquarius coming up too, guys. That link will be up as well. We'll talk about that. And that's happening on the 12th of this month. Well, yeah, that's everything. So I will see you guys on the website. I'll see you in the personal readings, and I will see you in Virgo season. Love you. Bye.